If you're struggling to build a reliable healer that works in almost every part of the game, then you're going to love this. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about Fran, the Light Fairy Queen, including her skills, runes, best builds, strengths, weaknesses, and where she dominates. Whether you're early game or pushing into high-level PvP and RTA, Fran is one of the most valuable support units you can build. Fran is a 3-star support type monster that you can get from the Ancient Coin Shop or Summoner's Way. She's incredibly accessible and incredibly useful from beginner teams to end game content. Her base stats at 6-star Awakened include 10,215 HP, 670 attack, 461 defense, and 103 speed. When awakened, she gains a buff to her first skill, making her even more effective as a support unit. Let's talk about her skill set. Her first skill, Light Hurricane, hits the enemy 3 times and reduces attack bar. When strengthened through Awakening, it becomes even better. Each hit has a chance to lower attack power and decrease the target's attack bar. Her second skill, Purify, is a single target cleanse that also heals based on her attack stat. Her third skill, Fairy's Blessing, is where she truly shines, healing all allies, boosting attack power, and granting 2 turns of immunity. All of her cooldowns are short, and her utility is unmatched for a 3-star monster. She even brings a leader skill that boosts allies' attack speed by 10%, which helps early game comps. When it comes to runes, Fran should be built fast and tanky, especially early on. For early to mid-game, go with Swift plus Energy Guard Nemesis, focusing on speed HP% and HP%. Once you reach endgame, Violent plus Will is the preferred build to cycle her cooldowns faster and maintain immunity uptime. You can add attack substats to boost her healing power, but don't sacrifice survivability. If you're low on speed, Swift is the go-to for making sure she gets the first turn and can apply buffs before your team takes any hits. She also needs accuracy to apply attack debuff on her first skill. In terms of strategy, Fran excels as a first-turn buffer and sustain unit. Her immunity helps prevent critical debuffs like defense break or attack bar reduction, while her attack buff boosts your team's damage. Violent runes let her loop back into her heals and buffs quickly, while Will runes give her protection if you expect first-turn CC attempts. Her entire skill kit works without needing setup, which makes her plug-and-play in most team comps. Let's talk about her strengths. Fran is one of the best monsters in the entire game when it comes to versatility. She's useful in almost every dungeon, almost every PvP mode, and even in RTA. Her low cooldowns, immunity, and team buffs make her perfect for Guild Wars, Arena, and especially Special League. You can skill her up easily using normal fairy monsters. That said, she does have some weaknesses. Her base stats are low, meaning you'll need high-quality runes to make her tanky enough in endgame content. Also, her healing scales off her attack stat, which can be counterproductive if you focus only on survivability. It's a balance, but one that's worth mastering. Here's how she ranks across different content. Fran is one of the most reliable support monsters you can build in Summoner's War, especially if you're looking for someone who works everywhere. She's amazing in Giants and Dragons, where she keeps your team alive with heals, cleanses, and buffs. In Necro, she's a decent choice to tank hits and protect your damage dealers, especially if you're early or mid-game. In places like the Spiritual Realm and Punisher Crypt, Fran does well as a safe support until you have faster, more advanced teams, but she'll need decent runes to survive. She's also perfect for Steel Fortress because her immunity helps deal with all the stuns and boss mechanics. In TOA, she's usable as a healer, but most players go for crowd control teams that don't need healing. In Rift of Worlds, she's okay for R5 or Rift Beasts, though Colleen is usually preferred. Fran still works well if you're building a second team. She's helpful in Labyrinth for stages that hit you with lots of debuffs or where you need immunity. In the Dimensional Hole, she shines in the Inugami Awakening and Karjan Rune Dungeon stages. For PvP, Fran holds her own. In Arena, she's great against teams that rely on crowd control. In Guild Wars, she really shines as part of offensive comps, thanks to her attack buff and immunity. And in RTA, she's a strong pick, especially during Special League, because her kit is useful in almost any situation. To wrap it up, Fran is one of the best free-to-get monsters in the game. She's incredibly easy to build, extremely versatile, and useful across almost every area of Summoner's War. If you don't have her built yet, make her a priority. And if you're already using her, consider optimizing her runes and artifacts to squeeze out even more value. Whether you're PvPing, farming dungeons, or climbing the ranks in RTA, Fran belongs on your team.